for further spread.
Education and number one, development number two, knowledge and tools our for further spread.
Education, development, education, development. School, son you picking go now for your stone.
Them and me and then daddy send you picking go now for your stone.
Say if you want land walk, if you want go school, son you picking go now for your stone.
We are TM and we uncle them send you picking go now for your stone.
Say if you want land walk, go school, send you picking go, now fire stone, oh yeah mama.
We sister them, and we brother them, send you picking go, now fire stone.
If you want land walk, if you want go school, send you picking go, now fire stone, oh yeah mama.
Yeah mommy yeah, oh yeah, and we daddy yeah, send you picking go, now fire stone.
Education and number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our further spread.
Education and number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our further spread.
This is Truth Radio on 103.9 FM.
Firestone today, not a firestone today.
Send you picking up food for Boland. Education sweet.
I say firestone today, not a firestone today.
Auntie uncle, send you picking up food for Boland. Education sweet.
Firestone today, not a firestone today.
Send you picking up food for Boland. Education sweet.
Say firestone today, not a firestone today.
Sister brother, send you picking up food for Boland. Education sweet. Sweet education sweet. Sweet education sweet. Mama, Papa, send you picking up food for Boland. Education sweet. Sweet education sweet.
Sweet education, sweet. Education is good for we all as a country. Because, as I always say, we as a nation, we for prioritize education because now one of the pillars then we go is for help we, for make we go put we country in a place where we all want them. And this song always they remind we as a nation, not only for prioritize education, but compare them for ensure say they send them picking go school and for me them get quality education. And as well in the remind we government for create the enabling environment for everybody, cut across all sectors, formal, non-formal, and the formal education. Not only education for receive, but education we get quality. And we they speak to the urgent needs of we nation, Sierra Leone. Famol, as always, now so I welcome you to another exciting and mind-blowing show of the Truth Education platform where they come to you every Thursday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. right from the broadcasting house now Ilcourt. It's a free tongue and Fabigo same way so get we now with Facebook and YouTube channel. I want to say Merry Christmas and a splendid Happy New Year in advance to we all. I'm your host, Emmanuel Bo, as always, and inside the show today, Fambul, we're going to talk about two exciting and good topic them, the importance for make we discuss about them. And I guess for talk with the communication person from the Sierra Leone Adult Education Association, where they call SLADIA. We get for talk about them work, then successes, then challenges, and then drive as an institution. And in the program, we always talk about formal education, go through primary school, secondary school, up to tertiary. We also put focus on the non-formal education because we believe say another pillar and the way for help the country for making way for attain a economic standing way we always thrive towards. And get to talk to the communication person when Mohamed Alarini Ba, and in the program also get to talk to Dr. Joseph Nano, a vibrant youth and medical doctor, I must say, and he's also a writer. This is so fascinating about him, and they're about for launch in book when from dreams to scalpels, the journey of an African medic. So this we have to talk a lot about this book, what him come about this book, and what are the things that with this book they speak to, and him being a medical doctor, then a writer. It's something that we need to know about. So as always, Fambul, educational speed, no time to waste. Make I ride you through the latest news and developing stories. Now we classroom headlines. The first one, we know say on Tuesday, then be called to bar 310 solicitors and barristers them. And among them, there's 19 police officers them, where one of them na ACP Brahma Kamara, where they called to bar. And one thing we're notable about this celebration or graduation, and the fact say Amidou Sanko Esquire, where na a visually impaired blind person, and gets first class from the University of Makeni, and he successfully be called to bar on Tuesday. Now a laudable venture and a good commendable celebration for him, and I want to say congratulations, but make we watch a video of him where the legal practitioner will welcome and celebrate him among incoming graduates. And let's watch a video that will come to the next story.
Amidou Boubacar Sanko is a visually impaired student that successfully went through the Sierra Leone Law School. Amidou Boubacar Sanko graduated with first class honors from UNIMAC. He was taught by the Honorable Justice Aliyu, Court of Appeal, and the Honorable Justice Michael P. Mami, and my humble self at the University of Makeni. He was one of our best students.
The sea for you know the sea and the area in our radio line land this na Abibu Sanko Square we called Suba, and this they speak say disability is not inability. As you see, it don't make stride, it don't go through that process they able for attain a qualification like that. We want to say congratulations to him and wish her all the best the corporate world. Away from that, there is this administrative issue now, the Tertiary Education Commission, and we don't follow up the story. And of recent, the chairman of the Tertiary Education Commission, Professor A.M. Agali, don't suspend all the TEC worker them in a letter dated 12 December this year. This come after some allegations where the workman them been make against them, and then say the chairman be receive salary from the University of Sierra Leone under Jala University, while he also they get allowance now the commission since 2019, and the money now about now over 2 billion leones as they allege. But Professor A.M. Agali don't deny all the allegations them, and also the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education be exonerate them after investigations say the evidence the way the TEC workman and be put forth no be baseless as they say. But the allegations still they on, and the saga they carry on. As you get, they don't suspend them, and then go lose half of their salary. They all back and all left the premises. So make we watch, no, make we get this video and a report where I be do on them, and then we'll come to we guess and continue the program.
The administrative wahala na the Tertiary Education Commission still a carry on between the chairman, Professor A.M. Agali, and the workman them. On the 12th of this month, the chairman been pulled word na do, also he suspend all the workman them. This come after where the workman them been sign one petition who said and complain say the chairman be involved by wiki business since 2019 and the work fine with them. Now the TEC office this morning, over 20 armed police officers been gathered there and asked say workman them for left the office as the chairman don't direct. This action here, the TEC admin manager Joseph Sawyer say they against their rights.
We don't exit the building and don't hand over to security personnel and the ministry for take care of the building. As staff, they now we sit back, they wait for it now the next step. We not resist anything whatsoever, but this now we know a blatant abuse of we fundamental human rights and employment status. But nevertheless, we left this for the higher authorities and for determine, right? Because this is like closing an entire government agency. With no court order, with no proclamation from His Excellency. Somebody single-handedly can come and closing an entire government agency, regardless of whatever the accusation.
The suspension letter by the chairman talk say, the workman them may feel for right and explain within 2 days by November 27 for address the issues them where be make the ministry been query them. But Joseph Sawyer argue say, the query notice not being followed the right procedure them.
The period under review, that query letter they can at TEC was signed by one Mr. Sano on behalf of TEC, who is not even a staff of TEC in the first place. And secondly, there was already a moratorium from the Honorable House of Parliament that all parties for stay put action, no action for be taken. So in fact, for we view this like abuse and violation of rights, and even in contravention of the parliamentary statutes and moratorium with them in place. Because if you send a letter of query when parliament don't ask for stay put action and everything, then you don't violate parliament. You don't totally flout the authority of parliament. And we not want to find yourself in a situation like that, even though even the person women send the letter in character have been questionable in terms of
ala between the chairman and the workman them not settle it. The workman here say the decision from the chairman and the ministry not will only affect them as workman, but it will also spoil President Bill in human capital development and safe radical inclusion plan them. For Truth FM News, Emmanuel Boa the report.
Fambol as Yusuf Don Yeri and watch from the video where the police and go barricade day and then be lock the office. And this now issue where then say they really need the government, President Bill for intervene, because then say the evidence is valid, and the best way then wait for ascertain the authenticity. The ministry for ensure say compare the evidence with that of the Ministry of Finance, the government payroll, for ascertaining whether the chairman been get salary from the University of Sierra Leone under the Njala University or not, on a pension or maybe they receive, as the chairman be saying, a pension or to salary receive. So now the bone of contention that, but we hope say government for intervene because the staff them need for go back to work because they get for supervise universities them and colleges them. So that now the story that, and when it come to the conversation, Fambul, now important topics in this way, I believe say we need for bring come to Una and then see how we go learn from them. Like I say, the Sierra Leone Adult Education Association, it don't exist for over 4 decades. And we know see a lot of people out there know able to go formal schooling, need for go primary 1 to JSS to senior secondary school and that of tertiary level. Some people can drop out, but the only resort where this organization see and say make we ensure students have and tap into opportunities. So one for know how far this organization don't come out and who signed that they go as an institution and also the challenges that they face. I got the pleasure for host Mohamed Alarani Ba, where the communications officer na Sladia. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Okay. And also, Nami right, I get Dr. Joseph Nano, where a medical officer and also the author of the book where they launch tomorrow, where from dreams to scalpels, the journey of an African medic. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure hosting you. So I come to you, Dr. Nano. Looking at the title from dreams, where this speaks say from imagination to reality. Waiting motivate you for bring this idea from imagination to reality and put them inside book.
Well, good afternoon, everyone again. I think I get a lot of inspiration when I was in high school.
Okay.
My journey was kind of unique because what I want to become initially, I wanted to become a banker, and I want for the commercial stream. It gets me requirements from the basic education certificate examination, BECE, and then as it's for school way, I want for the commercial stream. But as life could get twist and turn, we began to move to the eastern part of Freetown, and then my parents they began for lay me in for the another school, the Holy Family Schools, we are really thank God for. And then I went into that school, I meet the commercial stream with on full. So there was no option than to manage at the science stream. And at that time I have a little bit of anxiety about the sciences. You know how science stream can be what we get in a high school. So I go in a science stream, the principal say, they in a science stream for just first term. Second term, the one that they not try, then you can go back in a commercial stream. And then I accepted. But we are going to science stream. I topped the class, and that was how my journey started. So it was never a dream. It was, for me, it was like a calling. But it became a dream where I day into the profession, where I day into the training. And then I saw that medicine goes beyond intelligence. Medicine is perseverance. Medicine is passion. So once I enter into the science stream, I fall in love with the science. There my dream started. Okay? So every young person gets vision, you get aspiration, you get hope, you get what you want to become in the near future. So that is the dream. So the word scalpels now a surgical instrument where we can use na theater for do surgery, and now it can be the start of with surgery. So it's symbolic. It mean discipline, it mean precision, it mean sacrifice, it mean the start of something where we go for go save life. Okay, so I take and say from dreams, from what I want to become to who I am now. So just like you mentioned, a transition from an imagination to impact, or probably where they say from grass to grace. So that is how the title came about. But initially, I be one for title The Crucibles in Commerce. That was in 2021 where I be done begin for write the book. I be title and say, okay, maybe Crucibles in Commerce. But again, I think and say, come on, I just not need for write, but all of the hard things there about commerce. Commerce is a very beautiful place for people who don't go there. We get with beauty where we they enjoy there psychologically, mentally, physically, emotionally. So then they would need for be pent down and people and see the camaraderie and everything about commerce. It not just has to be this difficult part. And then I get forget a twist of the title from Crucibles in Commerce to From Dreams to Scalpels.
Okay. Doctor, what's the hardest part for ensure say you be from and transitioning from the dream as a dreamer to becoming a surgeon?
Yeah. So the scalpels, most people already see them, then will say, okay, now I want to become a surgeon. Obviously, I want to become a surgeon. We be thinking about going to medical school, and then I say, okay, I want to become an orthopedic surgeon. That was what I told my dad. So I want to become an orthopedic surgeon. But in medical school, where I go through everything, is now I have this so much love for like everything. I want to be a pediatrician. I want to be a physician. Of course, I want to be a surgeon still. So, but this what scalpels no from this book no means say me a surgeon. It means say I don't get that discipline instruments na me and where they show say yes, there is a dream, there was a dream, and now there is a reality.
Okay, nice for know about that. So I will come to you back. Now a very good initiative that
Thank
for build something where will become meaningful to society.
Exactly.
I believe say this will inspire a lot of people.
Yes.
So I come to you, the communications officer with Mr. Mohamed Alarani Ba from the Sierra Leone Adult Education Association. Like I believe say non-formal education self they play a key role in our society, and una don't exist for over 4 decades or so. Wait now on work and how far I don't come out.
Yes. Are you going to give a little background of Sladia, which is Sierra Leone Adult Education Association? It was founded in September 1978. Like you say, we are over 4 decades now, and we they offer adult education, functional literacy, numeracy. We blend now with some skills we get 15 branches all over the country. We get 6 continuing education centers or vocational schools. So we offer different things there. For literacy and numeracy, we teach people that we know when they go to school, how for read and write, and also know how for plot figure because it's been a big people then, so they go able back them up to their lively activity. Some people they do business. Some people are farmers, but still get to do some amount of mathematics, numeracy. So they teach them not only for write, also how for count their money and do other things them, yeah. And basically we cater for people that we know go school, yeah. Then also for people that we go school and left back. So because like no during the war, some man starts for go school class 1, class 2, class 3, even class 4, then drop out. So now then are the people first where we start for cater with. But as time goes on, we also cater for young people back where maybe don't sit to us or don't sit back. We know how to read and write now. Well, and skills them. We get them skills there we will do. Like for instance, we sent in Waterloo, we get the latest to us ceramic center where we do pottery. Then clay cup them, pan them, everything. And also if you go to bow, we do tailoring, tie dyeing, we do hair dressing, we do catering. So it depends from center to center, and we offer. In terms of the writing side, we get environmental studies, we get peace education. Like if you say when we reach election period times, we get something we call election in terms of election education, how for vote, how you for behave yourself in terms of that day. We get different things on different things that we do. We like seasonal.
Okay, Mr. Ba, recent report from UNESCO and World Bank shows say we illiteracy rate level in Salona 51.36%, where means say we get a lot of people and we're not educated, and educated in a sense for go university and all of that. But we turn back to the informal sector, the way that non-formal education, where through vocational skills training, fundamental trainings, and that of numeracy we talk about. What are the various people and way they target? Because we understand say a lot of people during the war and after the war, and even because of certain challenges, the economic challenge, they get for drop out of school. So what are the specific people? Because we talk about adults, maybe people understand what are the specific people and what are the targets across this team STEM.
Okay, well, we target around from 18 years to as long as like 67, 80, no matter how, as long as you're alive in that big person, we dey cater for you. You understand? We get that category there. And where we get, we feel class there. We get class there inside them village where hard to reach. We for instance, we kind of this village where they set up a class there. We set up a class and they it can be 3 times per week. So we schedule land to the people, we get a town hall meeting with the people within that community there. Some man Friday they gonna farm, some na Sunday, some they can go farm throughout. We can get class na net. We don't come on a farm, they don't cook, they don't eat. We get class na net. So we can like we Chinese like them or Palam like we can use the net for teach them. So in we they go in towards them. But also cater for young people them. We around 15 years, starting from 15 years. Maybe you don't see to be care, you need further, you are learn skill. We get we centers them we you the kind side. We get also like filmmaking way now digital education tool then they in cut across, you understand? No matter your age, as long as you really want to learn how to make film, you are welcome. When we application out, you see your application, you apply. They first thing for them to take you, and also they will train you how to use interactive media like camera, then video editing tools, how to use social media, how to make your film, write script, all the things and they.
So this one looks and sound more of theory and practical as well as you explained. How many centers they want to get and the branches so far?
We get 15 branches all over. Then we get 6 continuing education centers. Yeah. So out of the 15, are 6 get centers then. Yes, we education, no more than we continue education centers, they are not like more of theory, it's more practical. For instance, now morning, when they go from 8:30 to 12, they go learn, they read and write all that sort of environmental study, different things then. From after 12, then come 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, it's all practical. Anything we do not practical. If you watch for a filmmaking course, everything is like 80% in practical, 20% at theory. Now you make when you attend like a 4-week training, before that 4 weeks done, you will also have to make film. First you have to write script. If not the creative side, how for direct, how for produce, if not the technical side, how for all camera, how for all sound, how for do basic editing. So it's a must you must sabi because like majority of na practical led course them.
So is this free or paid for?
Well, unfortunately, that's not the constraint what we get. We presently for sustain we system how we do it very, very difficult because we courses are free. Nobody need to pay penny.
Okay, we will come to you, Mr. Ba. I'll come to you, Dr. Nano. You talk about dreams from dreams to scalpel, right? Yes. A journey. With journey, therefore, they say from one stage to another stage to this level we don't do now. Yeah. What are the audience that we get in your mind where they write this book here?
Well, like the book now about my journey, right? So the audience, not everybody we come across with during my journey, and then these are some of the characters and when they didn't have the book. So writing this book, I had something in my mind that, I need to write a story about what medical journey looks like in Sierra Leone or in Africa as a whole, because I know say most of the African medical schools them, the thing they will go to now so are the same thing or probably even worse now other parts of Africa where the same one so they go to them various courses them in health courses them, not only health courses them but other career paths. Okay, so there was an audience in my mind that this book will serve as an inspiration to every dreamer, every young person was health professionals or even to health professionals, but you get a dream, you get something where you want to become, you get something where you yearn towards. Read my story and let my story inspires you. This book now, the audience also where I be gets now for people and where they feel say they don't lose everything, but they be able to bounce back and then stand on their feet and achieve what they want for achieve in life. This book now for them people here, so for me they read this book, reflect on their own story and also use my story as a means for use their story and inspire other people. So the audience also this now for leaders, because during my journey I was a student union president and I wrote a lot about my student union president journey, the hurdles they will get along the way, some of the successes they will get, how I able for use my team, my executive for get some of those successes, how I able for beat the challenges then we get along the way. So I wrote about leadership. So the audience also know about everybody when an aspiring leader. Also mentorship, all right? Because in practice of every professional course, you need mentors. So this book also serve as people for people whether they serve as mentors for other people so they're able for watch, direct, and know how to inspire the young people and guide them in a particular track. But this book generally now for every young person we get a dream and we fight for that dream.
Okay. Now, most of the time when they talk about medical or medicine, of course, you think about clinical. A lot of people think say this a difficult field. This where they go for learn something and become what I for become in a life. Yeah. But looking at this field there, and what's that the emotional thing? Because we attached to discuss them for make you become a real surgeon. All those they kind of say all those where you therefore go through for ensure you become a real a surgeon, a medical person, and waiting at the thing where you believe say you go what you put in the book where you know once for making affect other people the way they want for get interest for coming to surgery.
Okay, so this book, like I mentioned, not an inspirational book, so it's not in any way for create fear to people or to anybody who want for come read medicine. Like I said initially, this book it cut across everybody. Now a medical book, when I'm a medical person, I use my story for inspire other people. Okay, so you can read my book and be inspired and use your profession for inspire other people. But going to the question we asked, this book not in any way for make people afraid but commerce or make people afraid but for come into the medical profession. We get a lot of loopholes. We get beaucoup gaps we for the field, especially in terms of health personnel, where we the yarn for people and for coming. Okay, so this book just to serve as an inspiration or just to serve as a guide to waiting for do and waiting not for do, waiting I get wrong, how I get them right, waiting are some of the things that will guide me. What are some of the people that want me to use as mentors for guide me? What are some of the friends that I get where we all be to go through the same journey where they inspire me? You understand? So this is all what this book is about.
Okay, a lot of things where Dr. Nando they talk says where the book they teach about leadership, resilience, and also encourage young people and way always yearn for go into medicine in the medical field, but in the fear. So the book not about for put fear up. You say this is very difficult, but it guide you because as in say go through all those them. But if you read them, then you go for learn how for navigate through. So I come to you, back, doctor. But may I come to Mr. Ba? Mr. Ba. Now we talk about non-formal education. We don't exist like I say for over 40 years. From that time to now, what are some of the successes we don't get? What are the win in this initiative? We don't the uphold.
We get a lot of successes. I'll just give you one good one. After the 11 years civil war, Slider, before and during the peace process, we play a vital role. One for reintegrate, not only survivors, the refugees, but also with combatants. And just imagine now one class, adult education class, you get the victim, you get the perpetrators inside one class. You understand? Mm-hmm. This person, they watch the person say, in cutting hand. Just imagine that kind of scenario there. And we may able to breach that gap there for able to give them good education, for make them know say, after the war, we they move to another stage. So we able to bring people within community for make them work to themselves. And that's now one of the greatest things we would do. And when they make the TRC report, we make a child version where we end up for give to the Ministry of Education then for make also the cascade them. You understand? So all them things there, this is one of the things that what we do in them. And we don't able to transform lives individually. That's like for a nation, individually, where we take people who know want to sabi how for read them, right? Take them, go up to university. We get some way presently not teachers them. We get people who are police officers. We get people who are nurse them. You understand? We get people by a carpenter there, from different parts. And also, if we boast now today, for say, the military now, or the police now, when people are applying for reading right. But remember, I said those days, then we get more people who know Mr. reading right, and work with the military, work with the police. We able to teach all them people who know Mr. read and write inside them force and for them they all start read and write. So now we work with them, we partners them in Padeco, in our partners in adult education. So these are the things that we really do for we don't bring actually success in this country. Yeah.
Okay, you don't explain, but you talk about the ceramic and also the filmmaking. Then, of recent, the World Bank they suggest to the government, or the government say there is a whole need for make government create about 75,000 jobs annually. These will able for meet to the labor market, and see they expand every year. Now you talk about police, talk about military. When I don't cater for how will they complement this effort so far?
Well, one of the things if government want for create 75,000 jobs for BC na government for cater for one directly. Yeah, we for rely on the private sectors, our individually bring up their own SME, their own business things. And if we want for each of that side, the government need for prioritize non-formal education. We will teach adults to them. You understand? We able to do a targeted course for them, and because we they do, you understand? We get a lot of incubation them for them. So we able to work with them people and they able cater, able do their own business. Someone very, very crafty, already they do their own business. Someone are farmers them, you understand? How for scale them. They never go in a classroom again, but through adult education causes them. Then also we talk about the creative economy. We then talk about them. And now with filmmaking, travel the train filmmakers, we don't start from 2015. So these will be 10 years with the train filmmakers. Without any support from government or locally, we're able to tour all over the country. We don't do training in Kenema, Nabo, McKinney, Port Loco, Freetown, Western Rural, Kono. So we don't do training all over. And because we believe, say, the creative economy on one side where government able to make people get employment. One grain production house, they employ over 200, 300 people. People they go on set. Over 1,000 people go on set. Government no need for add 1 penny, but now for employed institution like Sladia, we cater, we get the manpower, we get the sabi, the master sabi for do all the things and they. And if government able like support Sladia, so in which strive they do so, I think say. We are able to support government for reach that the target goal for create employment for Sierra Leoneans them. We no need say that they for create employment directly.
Well, so far, we talk about so many years when they train a lot of people in different areas. Talk about the numeracy, talk about the functional learning, and also the vocational training, the skills training. We talk about the filmmaking, all of that. How many people annually when can train and so far, how many people don't train so far?
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000 people. For the film number, since we start, we did around 2,000 some hundreds of because we get one database for the filmmakers because of in our tool start and now we're able to track all. You understand? But we're not able to track all. We don't start from 1978. No more paperwork those days. You understand? We're able to track them all. But for yearly, you understand, for right now, for we classes all, like 300 every year, they go out of people that we don't sabi how for read and write, include some way and skills. Remember, say, we education not only in then 6 continuing education centers, we get over 200 field classes there. Like different village inside different districts. And also, we get agroforestry project, who they plant trees them. Different parts. We get na Matujon, na Seneun, we get na Pujeun, we get na Bont Island, we get na Bo, we get na Mabulka, we get Port Loco. All inside there we get Woodlot, and then Woodlot and they we get demonstration sites. Because when you look at places that we prone, some side we are mining places and some side we breeze. They don't cut most of the trees them. We breeze they take the roof them. We can go and community. They will not only teach them how to read and write, and also show them how to plant trees and for conserve the environment. You understand? So all the things they are still like all the Master Sabia and we implement them presently.
Okay, Mr. Ba, you talk about sensible things then. If you look at over 10,000 people we don't help so far, we don't empower with skills them and take them along non-formal education. And also the other areas them filmmaking and all of that. You know, say for undertake that it entails a lot and needs resources. How will they get funded?
Okay, well, actually we get funding by doing application. Can apply for like grant or some what is have them, but basically we get also funding from because Sladia a membership organization. People they pay the monthly dues, and we get different categories. We get one winner for young people. We call it we get the youth. We get the general membership and we get the honorary membership. Where they get a certain amount where they pay. So all the money they are we put they pay so now. Now in we they use now. Because we can write for project, like you say you get 10% or 50% when I for carry it. And also now they use for buy books, now they use for buy pen, pencil, in chalk, ruler, all the things and they for able help for supplying them because we can learn now we field classes or we send us them, you need to count now to supply everything. Because we want for encourage a big one because they watch me why make Afogola. Me I don't own me picking them. Why me picking them? Understand? Forget any of them. We they do all them things there for me. So okay, no, me now I just need like 2 or 3 hours of the day for go day. You understand? And that's not part of my free time. And you supply you all the things there. So it motivate them for go. Although sometimes it can difficult because we get some people we can go to project them. Like for instance, like we sent us, so we get some people go to project can get startup kit. And we no get money there. We they teach you, we tell you plain say we no get startup kit because we not free. People they write project and get after maybe for them after 2-3 years the project don't end. While we over 40 years now, we still if we get it, possible support is okay now. We they go to another startup, it's good, but we no say we no get them. So what do they do? We watch and think, say, no, we don't get this. So no, they come after we want to 1-2 year project. That's something a lifelong adult education. It they go on.
Government they phone now.
Well, honestly, since 2019, we know they get subvention. We're supposed to get subvention from government, but since 2019, we know they get subvention from government. We actually they hamper we activities them and we how we for reach out and all the things and they because. We need money. Classes are free. So if we don't get money for one class, then it's very difficult because even the one way they teach for we right now, we know the field classes there, they know they like regular salary, but they get a stipend every month done. Because like it's like teach like 2 to 3 hours for maybe 2 days or 3 days within the week. You understand?
Yeah, you talk about 15 branches across the country. Yeah. But now 6 centers when that means that them functional. Yeah, how does that affect you now when I not get funding from government? Since
it affects we because one we want to expand. The time when we get support from government, we get over 1,000 classes all over the country. But now we don't even reach 300 classes as I can talk for now. You understand? Yes. So we scale down because money not there. You understand? So we scale down for reach and difficult for you because some side they will scale down. The people then say, we don't go show them things we good. They will don't at the end of the day where they don't reach that. So because some of them now say they want further. They want sit to us. We get people that we go through and go and sit selective, then sit back here, and then they want sit to us because they give support. If we say you very good, you want for good before they give you support. Say who say you want for tap. You understand? Even if we get some people there, even for the university, some we can have small contribution over for membership. We can send for the lunch here for motivate them because adult they get their own picking and everything. So for make no more the able go and learn something for help this country. So we go with extra mile and actually Emmanuel is very very difficult.
Very difficult. Because this one, we talk about non-formal education, not only the formal education, we go school, go SS, go university, then come. We still get challenges though. People at the common university not get jobs. And if you talk about empowering the nation, it gets for do with practical skills because this now marketable because with the solve real problems, real life problems, you therefore at least solve the existing challenges that we country don't face. But for an organization like Una, where they cater for over thousands of people, they get funding from government, it really concerning and alarming. But so far, waiting are some of the steps that I want to take for ensure say government support since 2019 to now. It's a long time.
Well, yeah, we still cooperate with them because anything they do, like the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, we under the non-formal. Now under the video, we still when we get with activities there, we inform them everything right now. And I tell you, we able to scale in these 6 country education centers we get for we not small. Even the other side of the center, we even get land in there. We don't even secure land. And want to expand more. Not to say like the stock like the land there for Dua. You understand? For all inside and they follow expand. So it's all about the resources. And now just imagine, how this will and most of we membership, my young people or people of the aged, where they get their own family, they can't contribute, they can't contribute more money. So for let's say we will build one center quicker, it takes time. You understand? But most of them places that we get land for them structure. We even get plan how we want to do the structure because we want to expand. We want for dinner each district in this country for offer adult education and a plenty and adult education. Emmanuel, if this country if we prioritize them, it help for move because for make company develop. Because now one thing we will look at real life things that we able teaching at school. You able teach you through adult education, financial literacy when you go to school. Through adult education, we will teach you financial literacy, how media literacy. You when you go learn at school. Through that, we able teach people how media literacy, how to handle media, how to check things. You understand? How to trust into with traditional media because we get a lot of people where they get information different side them. You understand? But if we as adult educators, if we not come and teach people more big people, you understand how the media they work and how we get trusted and traditional media. If you know you get something they not believe them. You understand? But good things the way they happen in this country, we as adult educators, we don't only get the map, we already don't see and say, yes, this is the red flag there. Because then people here need media literacy, then people here need financial literacy, and the rest of it.
There's a lot where government don't do more, but there's a lot where government need for do because the informal sector really need for empower them. And one way for empower them through vocational skills training and through an organization way na Stadia. So that's not the concern where the communications officer from Stadia they raised, and it believes if the government turn eye to them, empower them, then go in for see way out, then go for scale up. I will come to you. We can talk about the partnership and the impact so far we don't create. And I come to Dr. Nano.
Yes.
This you book here from dreams to scalpel, right?
Yeah.
This is a journey about a young, vibrant African medic.
Yeah.
Now, if all the chapters, how many chapters was in the book, and which chapter you think say a reader, somebody who they aspire for become a medical doctor, for really abreast with, and we go help them?
Yeah, I got 15 chapters at the book. The book so unique in a way that it address students them from high school for prepare them, all right, and similarly they prepare students them at the pre-medical sciences because for us in commerce we get pre-medical sciences, pre-medical 1 and pre-medical 2. So that is before you enter into the medical sciences, and when you get those scores needed, and then you transfer to basic medical sciences. And after basic medical science, you spend 3 years. And at the third year of the basic medical sciences is one of the toughest class, which is the third year medicine or third year pharmacy or third year med lab and so forth. And those classes are normally referred to as the Red Sea.
Specialization in there.
Yeah, they are referred to as the Red Sea because that is the transition from basic medicine to clinical practice. Okay, so all what you've gathered from your basic anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, you go transfer now to the patient in clinical practice. So that third year class now a transition. So the book also addresses how I was able to transition through that class and what is expected of students in that class. And then also I spoke about students in clinical practice. I spoke about how I encountered my first patient, how nervous I was, and how sad it was for me to encounter my first patient. I also spoke about empathy because that is what all medical professionals should have, because we put the patient at our priority and we serve them to the best of our ability, with or without anything. We do that. So the book captures everyone. So from high school to those of you in basic medical sciences, to those in clinical practice, and to those that are still going through other courses. And it also inspires students that are outside the medical domain. Okay, so it's not just about medical students. It also inspires students that are outside the medical domain. And it also inspires mentors, leaders, for them to know how to shape their mentees, for them to be the best version of themselves. Okay, and I also spoke about medicine beyond borders. That is how we go into the communities to speak about those diseases that are very vibrant, like malaria, like the Ebola when it came, the COVID-19. So I spoke about medicine beyond borders, some of the things, experiences that I had working as a surveillance officer, working for the WHO as a student, working for IBOVAC or EOC at that time, now called the National Public Health Agency, and also working for other institutions that mitigate diseases that are in the community. Okay, so all of those experiences I placed. So it's not just about students, it's also about the formative experiences that you have. I wrote about how you cope with stress when you're in medical school, and that also helps students. So the book has a lot for everyone. So it's an opportunity for everyone to purchase this book and be part of the launching.
Okay, Doctor, you don't talk a lot about the importance of this book. And by the way, now the book this Fambul, you can grab 15 chapters 90 days. You will learn a lot. Yeah. Like me, some of the free medical business. But I believe if I read this one,
it's not just a medical book, an inspiring book. So yes. It cuts across.
Now for a young African medic, you write this book. I know you don't explain about your inspiration and what motivates you. But you know, say oftentimes we African healthcare they discuss under a lens of crisis. You know, they say we healthcare not strong, good, and all of that. So what's this mindset where this book here want for change? What's the narrative we want for change?
Good. So like I told you, the book has everything. In chapter 15 of the book talks about what's next for Sierra Leone medicine. Okay, what's next for Sierra Leone medicine? So that chapter they analyze the current status of the medical profession. It also analyzes and pictures the gaps and the loopholes that we have, and also gives suggestions on what to do to mitigate those gaps and fill those loopholes. Has to do with personnel, has to do with equipment, has to do with funding, has to do with the manpower, universal health coverage, primary health care, etc. So that's the last chapter of the books. So I gave the readers their own opinion that what needs to be done for a better health system in Sierra Leone. But trust me, if you compare, Sierra Leone is way doing really good in terms of healthcare delivery as compared to the previous years, especially when it comes to infant and maternal mortality.
Okay, now you don't talk about this. Salone only do well, but if you get the chance and opportunity for change one thing in our healthcare sector, which you think need to be changed now? We wait for revamp the system.
Wow, that's a very tough question. I'm going to need to really think really deep. We need personnel, yes. We need, for me, I think it's the attitude. For me, I think if the attitude up there, okay, because even in the health sector we have leadership. We the work as the health professionals them for empathize with the patient, provide care. But in providing the care, the resources are needed. And those resources has to go through procedures and policies for them to reach the facilities. So it's way up there. And up there, there is something about, there is a huge fight about attitude. Attitude towards work, attitude towards commitment, attitude towards personal respect. So all of those we have to look into and then see how we can change our attitudes and put the patient first and put the health of Sierra Leone first. And it goes beyond Sierra Leone. It goes way up there at WHO or those CDC or those other health organizations that assist or funds that has a ripple effect to our own particular country. So it's a lot. I really don't want to change one thing. I want to change everything if I had the opportunity. But it's really a work in progress. But Sierra Leone is doing well.
Okay,
That I can
the
show you.
aspects where I like from what you say, the aspect of empathy.
Yeah.
You forget empathy for other people, whether you're a medical person or a Sierra Leonean.
Yeah.
You get forget empathy for that. That's very key. But make I ask you, waiting the attendees them talk about the launch tomorrow. What the attendees therefore expect at the launch tomorrow of this book?
Yeah, I'll be waiting for that part. So they're launching at tomorrow, the 19th of December, Friday, and the time now 4 p.m., 4 to 8 p.m., 4 to 5:30, we get the red carpet, and then after the red carpet from 5:30 to 7:30 to 8, we will get the event. And in that event, they're not just about the book launch.
The location.
The location the Professor Samai Amphitheater, where they at the Faculty of Nursing, now like Boston Street, just near the Connaught Mortuary. That other big building where you see that nursing building, like you call a nursing school. So inside the program they take place. So that's the time and that's the venue, all right? And the other activities we don't get for the day, because normally people involved, we just go get a lot of inspirations. We get forget guest speakers there where they can inspire we, tell about their story, tell about their experiences, and inspire the young people. We get forget live band, we get forget music, we get forget poetry, spoken words, stand-up comedy, etc. And of course, we get forget food. So all that needed part of the package. But the book we not actually launch it. We not actually pull price for the book yet, because now during the launching they don't bid for the book, and then we go release a prize to the public and also direct the public who sign at the various points them when they were able to get for the book. This is not just a start. We get a lot for do regarding this book. The launching is just a start, and we go work together. Thank God Truth Media is here to help. Thank you.
Okay, that's now Dr. Joseph Nano, a surgeon and also a writer. He writes the book From Dreams to Scalpels, journey of an African medic. So you don't talk about a lot of things, and a lot of things the way the book gets, and he believes this is the change narrative in our society. So, and I also get at the studio Mr. Mohamed Alarini Ba, weighing at the communications officer from SLADIA, the Sierra Leone Adult Education Association, and we don't talk about so they don't come out, so they now, and we can't talk about who side they go and which side they envision. But before we come to that, we'll go for a short music break, and we will continue with that. Remember, see, this is the Truth Education platform where they come to you live from Truth FM on 103.9 with me, the host, Emmanuel Boa. We'll go for a short commercial break, and we will come and continue with the program. Stay blessed.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Please get like so.
Soba Kaiba don't do am. Me phone and they charge. Me also always get light. Me picking and able for study. Me now Soba Kaiba.
You enjoy.
I for enjoy.
Yes, sir! Plenty Soba Kaiba no boss! Orido Kunado, the mega campaign all over the country. When they turn all man to Soba Kaiba, just dial star 500 hash for activate the Soba Kaiba offer and jump Boku or dial hash 144 hash or use Maxit for pay with orange money anytime, any side and start chance for win. Soba prize them every week like Solar kits them. Okada generator and every month one person will win keke or when they give you the power for build your life, support your family and better your community. You self can live the Soba Kaiba life.
Orange.
Hello, Fambul. Welcome back to the Truth Education Platform. It can be live on Truth FM 103.9 with me, Emmanuel Boa. Today we will talk about the mission, the vision, and the challenges of the Sierra Leone Adult Education Association, SLADIA, and also the new book we'll get for launch tomorrow, From Dreams to Scalpels, The Journey of an African Medic by Dr. Joseph Nano. So don't talk a lot. We're about to end the show, but make a come to Mr. Ba. Mr. Ba, with all the challenges where you don't share with me, what do you think needs to be done now for my government really revamp the economy through the non-formal education?
Well, one, the illiteracy rate will take as priority for make we reduce them. And government, they focus more on the formal system, more for picking them, for add them more for Maryland. But if you still leave them big one in the way, not sabi read right, so you do a lot. Government do a lot on that one day. But you think say they make no difference where statistics can come on. You understand? Eh? So government need for pay or really prioritize non-formal education. Yeah. And empower institutions and way they do non-formal education in this country. Yeah. And also empower more people into skills where will be self-employment. Yeah. And also add more into the creative economy, like filmmaking. That's why like SLADIA we work more like the film industry, like the labor union we work with them closely and for empower the constituents of people there. And because we know say if we will empower them and we think say they will create more content and more employment for day. And also how government in terms of the creative economy make a way how we will sell Sierra Leone film locally and how we will minimize the piracy because get influx of cheap other films the way they can really hamper them. So all these aside the way we able work with government for CC, we able capacitate their wing then they so government able make people able create employment way not to them they open employment for them people and they so that we get more people and way they get job where we no go really stifle government or put pressure for them for employ lots of people there.
Okay, Famol, now the message that's to the government for ensure we get more jobs. The communications officer from SLADIA, they call on government for see how they going for empower them, give them more funding, and continue with the subvention where they give them, but we don't tap since 2019 for see how they say going for impact on the lives of youth and big people, old people and self young people and way they for attain better education and not drop out, but the one for get them skills them way really help we as a nation tomorrow. So that's not the call to proper government. So as we end the program, Dr. Nano, what that you find a message to people out there and all about medicine and surgery? What's the message and about the launch tomorrow?
Yeah, my message to every young dreamer, we get aspirations. I encourage you for not give up, continue for fight. Like what I can say, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So, but the light then are you resilient, you passion and you perseverance. The light, that's what they mean. And I also want to cordially invite everybody to the launching. And now just go through my page, Joseph Nano, I will see every details when I need for the launching. But the launching at tomorrow at the Professor Sama Amphitheater at 4 p.m. You are invited. Come, let's tell our story. Listen to my story, tell your story, and let's inspire the younger generations.
Am I invited?
You are definitely. It's Roots Media. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Fambul, one for say plenty thank you to you. We done the listen to we and also watch me on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. This is the Roots Education platform. Today I get the pleasure for host Dr. Joseph Nano, a medical officer, and also the author for the book From Dreams to Scalpels and the Journey of an African Medic. A very good book. When me believe, of course, for it. Perhaps I go into medicine sometime. And I also want to say thank you to Mr. Mohamed Alarani Bawina, the communications officer from the Sierra Leone Adult Education Association in Asteladia for joining at the show until I will say next year, because next week now Christmas, so therefore going to. So I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you in advance, and enjoy your weekend and enjoy the end of the year. I want to say tata and God bless you.
Firestone today, not a Firestone try.